Roll camera.
Roll camera.
And action.
Oh my gosh, are you okay?
I'm all right. But I think I may have forgotten how to make films.
Did somebody say how to make films? Don't worry, buddy. I'm Ryan Connolly. And fortunately for you, I'm Ryan Connolly.
Oh, hey, Ryan, I'm a big fan.
That's right, acclaimed filmmaker and host of YouTube's Film Ryan.
Hey, friendo, this is Will Ryan.
And it just so happens, I know the crap out of some filmmaking.
Oh, that's actually my phone.
So let's take a journey together.
Where?
Over there.
Okay.
So what do you want to know?
What's that?
That's a camera, and choosing one is one of the most important decisions you're going to make for your film.
Cool. What's that?
That's a camera. Choosing a camera largely depends on the type of thing it is that you're shooting, since there's not one perfect camera for every situation. So it's best to know what your needs are and then find the camera that best suits those needs. If you're mainly shooting vlogs, a bigger camera like the C100 is probably not the best bet for you. Instead, something smaller like the PowerShot G7X or the Vixia Mini X would be the better bet. With the Vixia Mini X, you're getting something that is very small, which makes it easy to hold, and the rotatable screen lets you flip the LCD around so you can see what it is that you're filming. The face detection and tracking helps you keep everything in focus so you can be both the performer and the camera operator at the same time. It's also a great behind-the-scenes cam since it's small, light, has great onboard audio, and you can mount it just about anywhere, like onto the cold shoe mount of your A camera, for instance. And with its fisheye equivalent to about 16 to 18 millimeter with image stabilization, you can really open it up to see the entire scene taking place. The G7X has a 1-inch sensor with an optical 4.2 times zoom lens and built-in 60p slow motion, which makes everything sexier, and great autofocus and white balance. And of course, you can use it for high-quality stills as well. You'll also have Wi-Fi with the ability to connect to your smart device for wireless control. And like the Vixia Mini X, the G7X is nice and small with a pop-up screen, so you can again be the talent and the camera operator. Moving more into the documentary and interview area, you could go with the XA25. This is a much more run-and-gun camera. You have a 20 times optical zoom with 5-axis image stabilization, a reliable touchscreen LCD, and excellent in-camera audio with 2 XLR inputs, plus removable handle give you a lot of professional options in a lightweight and ultra-compact body. You also have a Pro HD SDI output and Wi-Fi FTP transfer capability. Again, with the XA25, you stay really compact and relatively inconspicuous, which makes it the perfect run-and-gun documentary camera. Then we have the Rebel T6i, which I call the indie filmmaker starter camera, with excellent quality and the ability to get nice filmish looks. You get a 24.2 megapixel APS-C CMOS sensor, high quality MP4 format for shooting, and it's a DSLR, so you can swap your lenses out to dial in your image that much more. It's got a solid, vari-angle, 3-inch touchscreen LCD and hybrid CMOS AF that keeps you in focus while shooting. And of course, the built-in Wi-Fi and near-field communication for easy image transfer is always a plus. The 70D is the big brother to the T6i, still a DSLR, but moving much more into the pro area while still staying low cost. It has the APS-C 20.2 megapixel sensor and a vari-angled touchscreen. My favorite thing on this camera is the autofocus. It has continuous focus tracking during live view, face detection AF, and touch focus right on the LCD. And of course, it is the first DSLR to have Canon's dual pixel AF, which covers 80% of the image area, which makes this a great camera to put on rigs like the DJI Ronin or other stabilization rigs. If you're looking for 4K, a solid entry-level 4K camera is the XC10. This one is perfect for beginning filmmakers on a drone or as a B cam. Its high bitrate 4K video records internally to the included CFast 2.0 card in 422 8-bit, which makes this camera ready to go right out of the box. It has a 1-inch sensor for shallow depth of field, Canon log, 12 stops of dynamic range, multiple frame rate options in 4K, 1080, and 720, including 120 frames per second in HD, and includes an eyepiece which connects onto the LCD. And the last camera, which is my personal favorite, is the C100 Mark II. This is a great low-cost cinema camera with a super 35mm sensor that renders beautiful depth of field, 12 stops of dynamic range, and new image processing that results in a superior 1920 by 1080 image, all adding up to a very cinematic look. Like some of the other cameras, you can get some sexy slow-mo at 1080 60 frames per second in-camera slow motion, and Canon's dual pixel autofocus make it perfect to fly on gimbals and other stabilizers. The C100 also comes with the top handle, which has 2 XLR inputs that feed into high-quality in-camera audio, which is probably my favorite thing about this camera. I prefer to run audio right into the camera whenever I can, and this camera makes it possible with some excellent sound quality. But even if you have to trim down the weight for something like a Ronin or a Mobi, you can take off the top handle. The Mark II has a built-in mic right on the camera body, so you're still going to be able to get audio for use in syncing up later. So do any of these catch your eye?
I was thinking about this one.
That's a great choice. The only thing is, that's a banana.
Yep.
How about the C100?
Awesome choice.